Okay, we send the shock and awe package for Dr. Alvarez out in a medium flat rate priority mail box from the post office. So the label goes right here, and on the inside is the box, the shock and awe box. This white box is from Uline, so it's just a standard white box that we put the endobariatric label on. And then this is a little welcome sticker from a gal by the name of Brandy Carter. Actually, Brandy was one of Dr. Alvarez's patients who's lost 160 pounds. She does all the social media, and she also talks to a lot of the patients. So inside the box, and this box goes to everybody who schedules surgery. So what we were finding out was that he does between 16 and 22 surgeries a week, and he had up to 3 cancellations a week. And as we were doing an analysis on it, we could tell that it was primarily due to fear, because he's in Mexico, and even though he's done over 10,500 of these surgeries, there was still this fear about going to Mexico. You can also call this a stick campaign, because it's sticking the actual schedule of the surgery. We had to resell the patient, resell the family, friends, and resell or sell, maybe for the first time ever, their primary care physician. So there's a lot of reasons why we put things in here. So when we open up the box, the first thing that we see here is a letter from Dr. Alvarez. Right up here is a business card. So what happens is they either fly into San Antonio, or they go to a city that's close to the Mexican border, and this gal by the name of Rosie picks them up in an endobariatric van and drives them across the border to the hotel where they spend their first night. So now they get a little card from Rosie saying where she's going to meet them, and here's her cell phone number in case they have any problems. And then, of course, a welcome letter from Dr. Alvarez where we've highlighted some things and talking about this being a welcome package and some of the other information. We put their surgery date, where they're being picked up, and we've personalized it. So all of that in the welcome letter. Underneath there is the information guide. So depending on the weight of the patient coming, they're going to have a pre-op diet, a liquid diet they have to go through, but it tells the things that they need to get on hand for it, shows where they're going to be staying, talks about where their family can eat, the hospital that they're going to be at, who the surgeons are going to be, how the process will work, what's going to happen afterwards, and then some frequently asked questions. So a real information guide that they use that have all the information they need about the surgery. All right, underneath there is a 2-pocket folder, all customized. Welcome to our family. So here is Dr. Alvarez's business card, and these are we put a real number on there every week. So as of today, I've performed 10,656 surgeries, gastric sleeve surgeries. Experience does count. There are 3 kinds of bariatric surgery, primarily a lap band, a gastric bypass, which is bypassing part of the colon, and this gastric sleeve surgery, and what that is just making the stomach smaller. It is the only surgery he does for a number of reasons, one of which is because it's such an easy recovery and also great results. So on this side, we have a weight loss passport. So in here, welcome, Mexico, you got to be kidding. So one time on Facebook, there was somebody who said, my friend and my family, they're nervous about me going to Mexico. What do you guys think? And there was patient after patient after patient after patient who really talked about their experience. So we put it all into a passport, a weight loss passport. Then I've got a 8-page Weight Loss Times Today, a magazine talking all about Dr. Alvarez, a little bit of his background. He's actually 3rd-generation surgeon, so there's a picture of him with his father. A lot of before and after pictures. He's an avid bicyclist. So just talking a little bit more about him in a magazine format. And then primarily for their primary care physician, but for anybody, here's his resume. I mean, it's quite impressive. Everything, all of his designations, everything he's been to, where he went to school, all of that kind of stuff is on his resume. On this side, he's got a spa just a few miles from the office, or from the hospital, I'm sorry. It's called an endo spa, so the patients can, the day that they arrive, they could go and have a massage or a facial, or the day after surgery. I mean, he's got this surgery so well tuned, so fine tuned, and that they're actually quite capable of the day after surgery going and getting a facial or a massage. So that's information on that. Here's a bill, $200. So if they bring a friend and the day of surgery, both of them have surgery on the same day, then you can save $200 each one of them by using this coupon. We did a guarantee. He's got a 5-star guarantee. This is unconditional, so that's in there. And then one of the patients was actually a niece of his that he did surgery on a couple years ago. Actually, it was June 2012. She was 12 years old. She's lost over 100 pounds. And so ABC had done an article on him, a news release or a news thing on him. So that's in there also. So now we got some blue tissue. Again, it's all about presentation. So we open up the tissue, and inside here, these are cards, key members of Dr. Alvarez's world-class surgical team. So we open up these. Now he's got about 25 on his team, but here's some of the key ones. These two gals are who they talk to the most. Here's the anesthesiologist and a couple of the doctors that are in the surgery room with him. So that way they can get a little background and see pictures of them. Over here, we've got 2 CDs of patients telling their stories. So we interviewed them, and it's just story after story. This is audio. So we've got written, we've got audio. So that's there. Now we got a DVD of Dr. Alvarez actually explaining the gastric sleeve surgery. So that's video. And then we have a final CD that is actually audio again of him frequently asked questions with Dr. Alvarez. Now we know a lot of people don't have CDs and DVDs anymore, so this thumb drive includes the same audio, video as on the enclosed CDs and DVDs. So we've covered all of those. The surgery with him done in Mexico is $8,900, which is actually about twice as much as any other Mexican surgeon that are in strip malls and really have some horror stories with it, but far less than if you're going to Canada and US and self-pay. So we did a comparison chart to reaffirm their good decision to choose him. And then this is a luggage wrap. So in the welcome letter it says, put this on your luggage. So when you arrive, Rosie sees that and she knows who the patients are. And then Dr. Alvarez has 2 books. One is Successful Weight Loss with the Gastric Sleeve. So this is his book talking all about it, that they each will get a copy of. And then here's written 34 sleeve patient stories. Again, stories after stories after stories, before and after. So they can listen, they can watch, they can read, whatever it is they want to do. So that is the welcome shock and awe package for Dr. Alvarez.